Electric vehicles are heralded as the future of the automotive industry, offering a cleaner, more sustainable mode of transportation. But for luxury automakers like Lexus, Porsche, and Mercedes, that future isn't as promising as anticipated. Despite the hype and massive investments, these prestigious brands are facing an uphill battle with their EV sales, struggling with plummeting numbers, drastic price cuts, and scaled-back production. Let's dive into the reality behind the EV sales for these automotive giants. Number 6. Mercedes EV sales nightmare. The much-hyped EV revolution is becoming a nightmare for luxury automakers, and Mercedes is no exception. Take the EQS, the flagship of Mercedes' electric lineup. Despite the hype, sales have plummeted by over 50%. This isn't a minor dip, it's a dramatic collapse. While plug-in hybrid sales have risen, the starting numbers for these models were already low, making this surge less impressive. It's like winning a race with few competitors. Mercedes' response is revealing. They're scaling back their ambitious EV plans and refocusing on internal combustion engines. The technology many EV advocates claim is obsolete. The EQE and EQE SUV, once stars of Mercedes' electric lineup, saw a 47% drop in sales in the second quarter compared to last year. Though year-to-date figures might show a smaller decline, the trend is clear: downward. The hard truth is that consumers are not embracing the EV hype as much as expected. This case underscores that EVs might not be the future for everyone, particularly in the luxury market. Number 5. Lexus's desperate price cuts. Lexus, a luxury giant, is slashing EV prices in a bid to boost sales. These aren't minor discounts. Some models have seen reductions of up to £7,000. Such a significant drop highlights the struggle in a segment that's meant to showcase the future of automotive innovation. It's not just EVs facing cuts. Even hybrid models, which already offer a practical alternative to full EVs, are getting price reductions. The strategy is clear. Lexus aims to attract private buyers to a market dominated by fleet sales, which benefit from substantial incentives and tax breaks. Private buyers, however, remain hesitant due to concerns about range, charging infrastructure, and costs. Lexus may present these cuts as a move to make EVs more accessible, but the reality is that drastic price reductions signal a significant shortfall in demand. The optimistic view promoted by EV advocates clashes with the reality of a market that isn't fully ready to embrace electric vehicles. Lexus's price cuts are a desperate attempt to boost sales in a skeptical market. Number 4. Porsche's production pullback. Even Porsche, famed for its high-performance luxury cars, is feeling the strain of the EV market. Production of the Taycan, a model intended to be a flagship in Porsche's lineup, has been reduced due to weakening demand for luxury electric vehicles. At the Zuffenhausen plant, where these premium EVs are built, operations have slowed because the Taycan isn't meeting sales expectations. In Australia, Taycan sales plummeted by 33.7% in the first half of the year, a substantial decline for a model anticipated to excel in the EV market. This isn't just a minor setback. It's a clear indicator that luxury EVs are struggling to make an impact. The allure of a high-end electric Porsche can't overcome practical concerns like high costs, range anxiety, and the still developing charging infrastructure. Porsche's decision to cut production at a major facility highlights the broader issues in the luxury EV sector. The anticipated boom in EV sales is faltering, even for prestigious brands like Porsche. The electric vehicle revolution, particularly in the luxury segment, isn't advancing as smoothly as expected. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now, let's explore number 3. The realities of EV ownership. Electric vehicles are often touted as the future of transportation, but they have significant drawbacks compared to traditional cars. Range anxiety is a major issue. EVs, limited by battery capacity, require frequent recharging, which can be inconvenient, especially on long trips. Unlike gasoline cars that can quickly refuel, even the fastest chargers need up to an hour to provide a full charge. Charging infrastructure is another challenge. Though stations are becoming more common, they still aren't as widespread or convenient as gas stations, making it tough to find a charging spot, especially in less populated areas. This adds to the hassle of EV ownership, which includes locating reliable charging stations and managing battery maintenance. Luxury EVs like the Mercedes EQS and Porsche Taycan face additional criticism. Despite their high price tags, they suffer from the same range and charging issues as more affordable models. While EVs might shine in marketing, The reality is less appealing due to these practical limitations. Number 2. 2024 developments in the EV market. In 2024, the EV market has seen several significant developments that underscore the challenges facing luxury brands. Tesla, often viewed as the benchmark for EV success, has been grappling with its own set of issues. Despite leading in sales volume, Tesla has faced quality control problems and increased competition from traditional automakers, impacting its market share. Additionally, countries that once aggressively promoted EV adoption through subsidies and incentives are beginning to scale back these programs. This shift is driven by the economic strain of maintaining such subsidies and the realization that the transition to EVs might be more complex and time-consuming than initially anticipated. A notable example is the United Kingdom, which has recently announced a reduction in EV subsidies. The focus is now shifting towards enhancing charging infrastructure. This policy change reflects a growing awareness that merely incentivizing purchases is insufficient. A robust and accessible charging network is also crucial for making EV ownership practical and appealing. Number 1. The road ahead for EVs, future prospects and challenges. Looking ahead, the future of EVs, particularly in the luxury segment, remains uncertain. Technological advancements, such as improvements in battery technology, could address some of the current drawbacks of EVs, like range limitations and charging times. For instance, solid-state batteries promise higher energy densities and faster charging capabilities, potentially making EVs more attractive to a broader audience. Furthermore, the expansion of efficient charging infrastructure will be essential. As fast chargers become more prevalent and charging networks grow, the convenience gap between EVs and gasoline vehicles will close. This development will be a crucial factor in convincing more consumers to make the switch. However, technological advancements alone may not suffice. Automakers must also address the emotional and experiential aspects of driving that luxury buyers value. This could involve developing new ways to enhance the driving experience in EVs, such as advanced sound engineering to simulate engine noise or innovative design features that evoke the same prestige and excitement as traditional luxury vehicles. In conclusion, while EVs signify a major shift in the automotive landscape, the path to widespread adoption, especially in the luxury market, is fraught with challenges. Brands like Mercedes, Porsche, and Lexus have demonstrated that even the most prestigious and well-resourced automakers can struggle with EV sales. Moving forward, the focus should be on addressing both practical and emotional needs of consumers to ensure that EVs can effectively compete with and eventually surpass their gasoline-powered counterparts. The future of EVs holds promise, but it will require ongoing innovation, infrastructure development, and a deeper understanding of consumer preferences to fully realize its potential. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to Highway Herald so you don't miss our next vehicle updates and upcoming videos. Also, please share your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.